In ancient Athens, a princess by the name of Philomela was violated by her brother-in-law. After the act, he cut out her tongue in fear that she might name him for his crime. It is said that on that day, Olympus stood still. No children were born, Hera too mortified to bless the earth with life. No wolves cried to the moon, Artemis too enraged to give man the luxury of light guiding them home after dark. But most heartbroken of all was Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war, because she knew that woman's most powerful weapon was her words, and Philomela no longer possessed them. In solidarity, the goddesses fell silent. When the girl on the street corner was grabbed by the wrist and dragged into the alleyway, her first thought was not about the stranger or the heat of his breath on the back of her neck, but rather she wondered if the goddesses would fall silent for her as well. Her tongue wasn't cut out, but she couldn't scream. She couldn't move. She couldn't feel Athena raging inside her, but she could feel Philomela's pain. A pain that traveled down her throat and into her lungs, a pain present every time she tried to speak. So she stayed silent. The woman against the wall can hear nothing but her heartbeat as he beats her at his own game. He always wins. She has seen passive turn aggressive. She has seen dissection and resurrection hold hands like they are lovers as he dissects her and she resurrects herself. Every day he tries to hold her to the ground. But he forgets that the earth is a woman and Gaia isn't one to prevent natural disasters. One day he'll see the hurricanes and the earthquakes. Until then, her heart breaks and her body shakes and she stays silent. And I wonder which goddess to pray to when I look over my shoulder from time to time while walking at night, when wearing a dress, when putting on lipstick, because I learned from a young age that to be a woman is to be afraid, and looking pretty for yourself is a risk you have to be willing to take the collateral damage for. When wolf whistles turn to dog whistles, turn to pitches so high, I can't do anything but cover my ears and remember that Pandora's box punished everyone, but woman came to know fear like an old friend. I tell myself not to cry, because if they see you cry, they'll know the goddesses didn't make you strong enough. So I hold my head high and ignore the taunting and stay silent. How many women's voices will be sacrificed? How many women will see their own skeletons scrubbed clean, their own pound of flesh in a bag marked evidence? How many women will be neglected by legal systems who never see? How many women will know boys who will never know the same kind of cruelty? And what about the boys who do? The boys that no one ever believes, the boys everyone fails to see, the boys who have only ever known silence. We have become deities of car keys drawn in parking lots, spirits of solid right hooks and peripheral vision, of rabbit heartbeats encased in Nemean cloaks, because not all of us have Gorgon eyes that turn oppressors to stone. To all the girls whose tongues are cut out and the boys wearing helms of invisibility, the goddesses have forever fallen silent. But that doesn't mean we have to be. Thank you.